I can't believe no one told me these things when I started trading. I mean, who would have thought that it's possible to win like this on Forex? Just imagine, by simply using some simple indicators on the chart. This is really worth it. So today I'm just going to share these two indicators that we're going to be using. They are completely free. This is MT5, this is Euro USD M15. We're on the 15 time frame. These two indicators really blew my mind away after I really learned how to use them. Everything is all here. So the first thing that you're going to do is to come to the main chart over there. So I'm just going to give you the settings first. So you come to the main chart function up here, and you're going to look for relative strength index. On the relative strength index, I want you to go and type period 14, apply to close, and then for the levels, just click this pencil over here. If you click that pencil, it's going to take you somewhere right this side, and use that plus sign you see up there. You see this plus sign over here. If you click it, you're definitely going to be getting those numbers, and make sure that you choose a good color that is going to be visible on your chart. So now guys, I want you to type 90, 80, 10, 20 and 50, and then we just go back this side and make sure that all the time frames are completely visible like that. And then make sure that you remove this one, just make this one white, the style down there, make it white, because it's really going to mess up your screen. Then the next thing you have to do is to just come up here and click save. Make sure you click that save button, or else everything will just be for nothing. So the next thing that you're supposed to do is to come to the indicator window 1. If you come to the indicator window 1, look for envelopes. You're going to type period 2, shift 0, deviation 0.000, method smoothed, apply to close, and then levels, please just leave them like that, and you can choose any color you want. And let's go back. Make sure you click save. Remember, that is how we are going to be getting on this screen over here. So just down here you can see we have this RSI and our envelope. So that is RSI, and then the envelope is this one just inside the RSI. And remember about the signal group, it's still going very well. We are winning. We are definitely winning on the signal group. Things are really going well. We are back from the weekends, and everything is really going amazingly well. So what we do on the signal group is that we tell you that you have to buy now. As you can see, we just give you everything on the signal group. This is the VIP signal group, by the way, and you see buy, and then the stop loss, take profits 1, take profits 2, and we are good to go. We keep on winning. So for you to enter on the signal group, just open an account with FPS. There is a referral on the video description. Check that out, and then you can deposit any amount that you have. Just deposit any amount, and then what you are going to do is that you are going to send me the screenshot that you have already deposited that amount, and you'll be on the VIP signal group. Back to business. Let's go back to business now. So what we are supposed to be doing here, all I want you to do is to move your chart sideways. So you move your chart like this, so that I want you to make sure that price is not repainting. You can see that right now it's as if price just come, the envelope just came and hit the 90 line level over here, right? But that's just a false signal, because if I move it like that, it's all gone. It's all gone. So make sure that the envelope is really hitting on the 90 line level like it did on this point over here. So that's the 90 line level, and after it hits the 90 line level, I want you to just to take note, when it gets to the 80 line level, make sure that you start to do what you can make your first sell entry. And if ever it gets to the 50 line level, which is this 50 over here, meaning if it just moves from here to here, make sure that you enter another sell, so you can just sell again over there. And this one is very simple. If you are a good scalper, you're really going to be doing much on this one. You can even use the 5-minute time frame, very much recommended. And that is how we get to sell. And if you want to ensure a buy, this is what you do. Just wait for price to come here, or the envelope just to get to the 10 line level. And once it gets to the 20 line level, that is where we are going to do what we are going to place our first buy. And once it gets to the 50 line level, that is where we are going to enter our buy trade number 2. So that is how simple this one is. This is the envelope, and this is the RSI. I really want you to go and try this one out. We can do this as much as we want, because as you can see, after entering our trade just down here, you can see that price really took off all the way this side. So just imagine how much pips and how many pips you would have pegged just right there. So it gives you that symbol signal, all we have to do is to wait for price to hit the 90 line level. Once price hits the 90 line level and gets to the 80 line level, you know that we're about to do what we're about to sell. And once we sell over there, you can see, just look at that, price has really made a very massive move over there. You backed your profits, as simple as that. And if you want to buy, once price gets to the 10 line level, we are good to go, and 20 line level, then we begin to what we buy. And as you can see, price takes off immediately. Back test it on all the currencies. You're definitely using that site, and make sure that it's going to work for you. This is very simple. I will be seeing you guys on the next video. Feel free to subscribe. Bye bye. So here are the settings for this indicator. So you're just going to come up here on indicators, and you're going to type sessions. And when you type sessions, you're going to go to sessions less agro, and then you're just going to click once. Please click once, and then when you get this side, you've got to go to the indicator settings. Make sure that you remove New York session, leave London, leave Tokyo, and remove Sydney, or just uncheck it. Just click here, you just uncheck it like that, and then down here make sure that all these 4 last boxes are all unchecked. So uncheck all those boxes and make sure that your colors that you're going to use here are really visible on the chart, depending on the color of your chart. So make sure that those colors are good. You just click on the color, and then you can choose any, and when you are done, you're just going to click OK, and that is how you're going to get there. Otherwise, I'll be showing you everything step by step, so make sure you watch this video till the end. Let's get to it. We marked this one, so we marked using this rectangle, and it went down and it went up again. But when the Tokyo session ended, price was consistently going up, you see, but decided to do what? To come back down here. That's this rectangle over here, and this is the 5-minute time frame. Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel once again. Today I just want to show you this gold winning scalping strategy that I've been trying out, and trust me, the results are going to speak for themselves. Just a word of encouragement for somebody out there. You know, all those losses that you have got, they're just lessons for you to really try to master the strategies, try to master price action and everything. So don't give up. You are going to get there. You are going to make it. It's possible. It's really possible. So the first thing I'm going to do is just to make this illustration for us. So I'm going to be using the Tokyo and the London session. So what happens is this: whenever you are going to find price, let's say price was moving on like this, just coming down, and when it got to the London plus Tokyo session, let's say the first thing it's going to do is that it's just going to go up, and then it's just going to continue with its normal movement. So what we basically do is that whenever it makes that turning point like this one over here, you're just going to know that what you are going to be having. Let me just use this one. So you're just going to take it like this. So what basically happens is that when price gets to the London session, after it has come out of the Tokyo and London session, this is what it's going to do. Let's say now this is our price, so let's take it again. It is going to, however movement is going to start with, but at the end it will go and try to test that last key level that we made over there. So it's always going to do that. What I mean is this. Let me just show you what I really mean, because I really want to show you how to really master this whole thing. So let me just take it down here so that someone can get a really good picture of what I'm talking about. So guys, this is what happens. You see that price was going on all over this place, right? Now what I want us to look at is this. So let me just get a good pointer here. So let me just get a good pointer. So you can see that price did go down, was going up, and when it reached the Tokyo plus London session right here, do you see what happened? So price decided just to make this upward movement a bit, but The first thing it did when it got there was this. So I just want you to mark this one. So that was the first thing price did. So that's why I used this rectangle to mark that spot. And as you can see now, price was going down outside on the London session. So price did come down to retest that place. Maybe let me find a place where it's going to be more visible. So I'm just going to run you through almost all of the sessions we've been having lately. So let's use this one for instance. So we can see price was going up, you see, and when it reached the London plus Tokyo session, it decided to go up before it came down. So that's the reason we marked at this point, right? So when price got outside the Tokyo session, so when the Tokyo session ended, price went up, right? But you see where our rectangle is. So that is why price now came back again. So that's why we say this strategy is best for what? For scalpers. Sometimes it might take a very long time before it comes on that key level once again, but mind you, let me show you again this example over here. This is just the next example. I don't want to skip any of the examples because I want to show you that this thing really works. You see, price decided to do what? When it started, it went up, but we marked this one, so we marked using this rectangle, and it went down and it went up again. But when the Tokyo session ended, price was consistently going up, you see, but decided to do what? To come back down here. That's this rectangle over here, and this is the 5-minute time frame. Let's look at another example. I want you to be convinced on what I'm talking about. I don't want you to waste your time because I don't want to waste your time myself. You see, price was going up on the Tokyo session, and when the London session started, price decided to just go a bit up high before it went down. That's the reason why we marked over here. Now Tokyo session has ended, we're on the London session. So price has been consistently going down, but look at price now. Look at price now. Back to our wick area. Let's make another example. I don't want you to be lost. I don't want you to be lost. This is gold. This is the 5-minute time frame. So that's why I'm taking it slowly, because I want you not to miss what I'm trying to explain to you. Price has been coming down, and when the London session started, price was going up, and before it made this over here, so we marked that last key level, this one, and price was still going up, down, that's okay. But our main point is after the Tokyo session has stopped and we are on the London session. Now let's say you see it did come down, but in as much as that wasn't really much of a movement, these are just a few candles, in as much as you could have scalped for something. But look at this upward movement, and definitely coming down again to retest. That's good. Let's look at another example. So I don't want to mind all the other sessions for now because I want us to focus on this, and I don't want to mind all the other strategies that we can really derive from this. But what I want us to focus on is just the Tokyo and the London session, because I want this for scalpers, like I said. So London session started, Tokyo session was ongoing, and price decided to do what? Price decided to make an upward movement. So made this one, as you can see, and then you can see price went down, right? Now Tokyo session has ended, London session has started. Price is going, finally price has come to hit that key level that we had made. I don't know what more evidence can we really talk about. Maybe let's just do the next candle. Let's do the next one. So this one, I did this one just a few minutes ago. London session, it's just started, it's still ongoing, but we said we mark where the London session is starting, and as you can see, it started over here, right? Now let me just put it this one here because I want to show you this. So it started here, right? And then you can see price is doing what? It's doing all that. So we marked this first one. So take this one, you put it there. Now look at this. So price was going up, price is going down. It came to range along this place, and now the Tokyo session has ended. We are currently on the London session, so this is an ongoing session. So now price did what? When the London session started over here, and then it is definitely going to come back over here. And I wish I would show you this. We will just have to wait for a few more minutes, but for the sake of this video, guys, if you have not subscribed yet, I think this is the time to subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, I bring you good news. I bring you good news every day. This is a new week. We're going to be starting a new month tomorrow. So guys, let's make this thing work for us. I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. I love you all. Take care. Hello guys, welcome to our channel once again. Today is another day to make it in the market. So today I just want us to make some analysis on gold once again. We all know that after Trump announced about the new tariff system, so gold really did us bad from that time, but it doesn't mean that you cannot make money again on gold. So today I just want to show you that you can still make money from gold. So this was the day when things changed over here. As you can see, just let me just use this one, which is better. So just use this one. So this was the day things changed, and you can see from then we've been having a bearish movement of price. But then I want to show you something. This recently, if you watch from the chart, you can see that gold always really respected this kind of trend line. So you can see it will always touch these three places over here. Maybe if I just can show you like this, so it usually just really did well on those three spots. So most of the places you can see, as you can see over here, this is just another one. But I'm not really there today, because today I want us to show a way of making money through gold, and we're still going to be using the 5-minute time frame. So this one is best for scalpers again. So what happens on the New York session is that this is the 5-minute time frame, remember. So this is what happens on the gold when the market opens on the New York session. You're just going to mark that first candle, right? And if you watch very well, you will see that price will show you something. You can see that we had a bearish movement, and then price went back, right? So the reason why I dismark over here is because I want to show you that price will really make sure that it goes back to retest the first movement it makes. So if ever, let me say, if ever price was to go up from here, so let's say price moves from here, it will definitely come back to test that last key step before it can again shoot up or go down, depending on its direction. But just know that whenever price makes that move, it is really going to come and test that key step before it can really move. So as you can see, it went down, and then it went to come and retest again here before it went down all the way. So let's see the other example this side. This is the New York session, remember. So this is the New York session. So what we do first is that we mark the first candle, remember. So we mark the first candle of the New York session. So here it is. So as you can see, price went up, and then price went down, and it started to go up again because it wanted to come and retest that level again before it made its real movement. So do not be alarmed, or do not rush into entering your stop loss and your take profits just when price begins to move, because you now know that it is going to go, and then it is going to come back and retest that last key step. So let me show you another example, because I want to make sure that I don't leave you in the dark. So I really don't want to leave you in the dark here. I've got to make sure that you understand how things are going over here. So let's see. This is the first candle of the New York session, and make sure that you mark the whole candle and with all its wicks. So make sure that you mark it with all its wicks. So here we had price came down and price went up, and it started to come and retest again that key step before it took off gradually. So you can just make sure that if you're a scalper, you can use this one for your advantage, or you can just not panic. Make sure that whenever, let me say you entered over here, make sure that your stop loss is just below this area over here, because if you make it so tight, let me say you're going to make a very tight stop loss and place it here, so price is going to take you out over here, and then what is going to happen to you? So that won't be really nice. It won't be really nice if now price to take you out just all of a sudden. So make sure that you enter a stop loss very well. So let's see another example, because I want us to have as much examples as we can. We're actually just back testing and seeing if this is really true. So this was the first candle of the New York session and gold 5-minute time frame, and price did what? So we can see price went up, right? So price went up, price came down, and price came up again, because price had to do what? Price had to retest this last key step before price made its final movement. So that is basically how this thing works. It's just like that, my dear friends. So it's not that complicated, so you can still make some profits. Really, you can make a lot of profits on this one, because you now know how price happens. So this is the first candle of the New York session. First candle, we've got two candles just right up here, and as you can see, what did price do? Our price is just decided that it was going to come down, and then our price went up just to retest this place over here. So now you understand what do we mean. So it will now make its final movement, but firstly it needs to come and retest that first movement it made when the New York session started. So basically that is how this thing works. So let's see if this one is going to comply. Let's see if this one is going to comply again. So let's check it out. So this was the first candle of the New York session. So let's see what did price do. So the major movement of price was, maybe it started off here, so price went up, then it came down, and it came up again. So it means the first key level was this one. So price came down and up again to retest that key level before it went on ranging this side. But at least we now know the first movements of price. So we definitely know the first movements of price before we can say anything else. So let's see on this one. So the first candle was this one. So this was the first candle. So let's mark it like that. So we are good to go. So what did price do? We can see the movement of price from here, because it was a bullish candle, the first one, and then price came down, price went up, price came down to retest again this level over here. Basically that is just how this thing works, and then it will now just be moving in its own direction. But the first part is this one. So guys, I can make as much examples as I can, otherwise you really have to feel free to subscribe to this channel to get some things like this, to get such insights. It's so good, it's so amazing. Price came down, so we can see price coming down, then price going up. See, price coming down again to retest. So guys, I'll be seeing you guys on the next videos. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe, and remember that the Telegram signal group is ongoing, is now finally open. It's only $20. The link is available on the video description. See you guys on the next videos. You take care. Winning on forex trading is not always easy. Some people really struggle with this, and it takes time for you to get to such levels, but it's really possible. There is a huge possibility without even using any type of indicators. And remember that VIP group is still active and running. I can just show you a few trades that we did today. So let's see. So this is the VIP signal group. We actually win every day. We really do a lot of winnings over here, so everything is good. So easy to enter. All you have to do is just to make a deposit on our FBS account. use the referral link on the video description, and that is how you can get them and deposit as little as 10 US dollars. After making your deposit, just send me that screenshot that you've already done it, and I will check on the referrals and you'll be on the Telegram VIP signal group. As easy as that. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is just to make the deposit. What I'm going to show you today is a simple strategy that anyone can use, and everybody can simply use this one. You don't need any indicator, so let's get rid of the indicators on the chart. Starts simply like this, so you're just going to delete them, and we're just going to be using price action. The simple strategy is this. What you have to do firstly is just to recognize a trend. All you have to do is to find a trend. As you can see, what we have on the screen right now is a downtrend over here. So we recognize the trend. After recognizing the trend, I want you to come down here. I'm just zooming in for you, so you understand that the last time price came down was just at this place over here, which is good. But I want you to look at the last key level whereby price was going up, which is just any blue candle before this key level down here. So it should be this candle over here. So once we get that candle, all we have to do is just to mark that candle. So I want us to mark that candle right now, because I want to show you something that is really going to change the scope of everything that you know. So let's just take that rectangle, and I want us to mark this candle over here. So make sure you mark the whole candle, both the top and the bottom, so that we can get a good clearance on what we are doing. So that's good. So now we have marked the candle, so we can just straight it out a bit. That's still okay. So what I want you to mind now is that I want you to wait for price to come and break that last key step. If ever, for instance, if you check out price at this level over here, so I just want to show you well, so you can see the breakout using a bullish candle, of course. And then once we have the breakout, I want you just to wait for a bullish engulfing candle, and you are good to go. So after that, let me just zoom in so that we can see it more clearer. So what we have now are bullish candles, right? But what we are looking for is a bullish engulfing candle, which is this one over here. So I can just circle it in for you so that you can see it well. So we've got a bullish engulfing candle over there. If that one is not enough for you, you can just basically use this one. That's still okay. If you're not sure, you're skeptic, you can still use that one. So basically that's it. And after you see that, you are now sure that price will be changing course, and it will be now having an uptrend like it just did over here. Now it's going up. So either way, either it's an uptrend or a downtrend. If ever you want to find a reversal for a downtrend, you're going to wait for an uptrend. For instance, what we're having here is an uptrend, right? So we can see price has been going up all this way, which is good normally. So now I want us to go up there and zoom in. So after zooming in, I want us to find the last time price went down, which is just at this point. I want to zoom in for you so that you can see it very well. Now I want us to go and mark that place. So let's mark it using our rectangle again. So we're just going to mark the whole of it. Since we're having an uptrend, so we're going to mark the last time price went down. So we have it. So now we have it. So all we have to do is to wait for price just to break that last key level like it did over here. Once again, as you can see, just like it did over here. That is how it does, and that is how basically this one works. So this strategy is really easy. This is Euro USD, the 15-minute time frame. Anybody can do this, either a scalper or a long-term trader. You can definitely use this one, because once you make that mark, everything is good to go. Guys, I hope I'll be seeing you on the next video. You take care.